Yeah.
What's going on, lady?
Well, it's warm.
Yes, no surprise.
It's going to stay warm and even the remainder of the week. We've got to talk about storm chances as well, and we'll get to that. But I do want to show you outside right now from our Cedar Hill camera. The temperature reporting 94 degrees, but feeling like 99 when you factor in the humidity. And this evening, if you have any plans, well, it's going to remain warm. Temperature of 92 degrees around 7, light winds out of the southeast. And tonight, the temperature drops below 80 after midnight. By tomorrow morning, a lot of us will be in the upper 70s, about 77 degrees in Dallas, 78 in Fort Worth. This is still warm considering it's the overnight temperature. Normal for this time of the year, 73. We'll barely be in the upper 70s. So yeah, it's going to be a warm and humid night tonight. And that humidity carries on through the afternoon. So the afternoon high temperature tomorrow will be about 94. You'll see sunshine all day. Winds are going to be breezy at times. 95 in Fort Worth, but triple digits will be possible in far western portions of North Texas. Closer towards the big country, I'm looking at Albany, temperature near 100 degrees and in the upper 80s for our far eastern counties. The heat index, however, just about anywhere you look, likely in the triple digits. And again, it's because of the humidity. Anytime there's any added moisture in the air, it's going to increase the feels like temperature. Let's talk about Wednesday because it stays dry Tuesday. It stays dry Wednesday, but Wednesday night is when we're looking at a cluster of thunderstorms moving in from Oklahoma. So this is what it could look like. This could still change by an hour or two. So this is Wednesday around 7 p.m. Between 7 p.m. and 10, you'll see those storms approaching the Metroplex. At this time, it looks like we could see about 30% coverage of rain. Now this is going to be along a cold front, and that cold front eventually stalls. That front arrives that evening. So this is now around 10. Let me show you between 10 and midnight. You start to see this continue to push towards the south. This will generally lower in intensity and coverage the more south it moves. I'm expecting us to be completely dry by sunrise on Thursday. And then Thursday throughout the day, we could still see an isolated storm or two, mainly along our eastern counties. That's why I have about 10% coverage of rain in the forecast. The threat for severe weather is very low. In fact, it's higher in Oklahoma. That's a slight risk. And even then, it's looking low. By the time those storms make it into North Texas, we're looking at a marginal level 1 risk. The main concern will be the potential for up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts along the leading edge of that line. Otherwise, we're looking at the warm weather. We're going to see high temperatures this week in the mid-90s. If you're thinking, oh, that doesn't seem too bad, you're right. It's between 1 to about 4 degrees warmer than the normal for this time of the year. The warmest day on Friday, a high near 96 degrees. That's about 4 degrees warmer than normal. When we're looking at the heat index, it's going to be in the triple digits every afternoon this week. Thursday, we're looking at a heat index near 103, about 100 on Friday. On Saturday, we may see a brief break and it'll feel like 99. So yeah, very much feeling a lot like summer around here for this week. So tonight, temperature drops to 77 degrees, warm and muggy. Tomorrow, the winds kick up just a tad. Breezy south wind gusting close to 25 miles per hour at times. 94, but the heat index will be close to about 103. And we are looking at highs in the mid-90s through the weekend. And as we approach next week, it's looking like we stay pretty much in that same pattern. Now, 1 or 2 days, we could see an afternoon pop-up thunderstorm, and that all has to do with the potential for some sea breeze showers and outflows from that near the Houston area, making it into North Texas. So every day it'll look a little bit different. But overall, Dia, we are still looking at temperatures that are, close to what we expect this time of the year.
Summer is upon us. Thanks.